Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another edition and episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, Manager Marty, and we're here now. I salute everybody that's in the chat acknowledging me. Thank you for your acknowledgement. I see you. I welcome each and every last one of you who's watching the replay of this live. I also encourage you, smash the like button now. You know what they say, this is YouTube. Smash the like button if you desire. If you desire, it's not mandatory, but it is helpful. Drop some comments in the comments section. When you do both of those things, the education and entertainment that I provide on this channel reverberates all across the world. And I appreciate it. I welcome all of you. Double salute to my guy, supervisor, one of the supervisors of the Roll the Tape film crew, Big Money Walk. Salute. We're going to have a good show today. We don't make any excuses. This is boxing. I'm going to be honest with y'all like I always am and keep it 100. I am not feeling good today. I think that when I was around some constituents, there was a bug going around. You know, one of my business associates got sick, and then the next one got sick, and now I think it's my turn now. So we're not going to make any excuses. We're here now. I wanted to make sure that I came here, sick or not, to give all of you, I'm going to try to give y'all some entertainment today, but I definitely am going to give y'all some education today. I can assure you of that. And, you know, we don't make no excuses. This boxing, you know. And I have fun when I be on here. And I appreciate all of you, whether you agree with me or not, whether your comments are favorable towards me or not. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. We're gonna talk some boxing today. We're gonna talk some business, not business, business today. And I'm showing my face. Sick and all, I'm showing my face. Yeah. I welcome all of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Now check this out, right? My comment section has been lit up all week, from last week to today, because people have been criticizing me about the things that I've been saying. Excuse me. Things I've been saying about Eddie Hearn, mainly the things I've been saying about Bill Haney, Devin Haney, Javante Tank Davis. We've been talking about this, y'all. We've been talking about this situation for like, what, a week now? Since Devin fought last Saturday. And then, of course, his dad did interviews. So since then, for real, since then, from last Saturday to basically today, not just me, but I'm just saying, like, people on YouTube, everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, we've been talking about it. But it is what it is. I mean, I told y'all 4 days ago, right? We're going to break this down today. I'm going to break all this down today. I told y'all 4 or 5 days ago, right, that Bill Haney need to call Al Heyman. Didn't I tell y'all that? I don't know if y'all, I see all of y'all in the chat. Y'all was here. Salute to everybody in the chat, right? I told y'all 4 or 5 days ago, if y'all new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate your viewership. Come on. Don't stand halfway in the door, because then you're going to let the heat out. Come on in here. Pull up a chair, have a seat. Classes in session. Yeah. Have a seat now. Yeah. Come on in here. But I told y'all 4 or 5 days ago. And long and behold, you hear other people, right, that listen to this channel that agree with me. And even they are saying it as well. And I'm referring to boxing fans, other content creators, okay? The YouTube boxing community. You see, one thing about this channel, when I ask questions, is to provoke your thoughts so that you can think about the points that I'm illustrating. And I usually do that because that's a part of my teaching style, so that you all will be educated. You know what I mean? And so the YouTube boxing community, they're not stupid. Other content creators, especially the ones I'm cool with, that's cool with me, they're not stupid. We see what's going on. Some people just don't want to speak on it because they don't want the backlash. Some people don't want to speak on it because, certain people got them in pocket. But y'all know Manager Marty is not for sale or rent. And so we deal with facts, and we deal with facts over fighters over here. And that's why I'm glad that you all came today. And I appreciate you all. I see a couple people in the chat that look familiar to me. And I appreciate y'all coming through. We're going to talk the business of boxing today. You see, we don't make no excuses. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. If I couldn't get out of bed today, I wouldn't be on here, because then I couldn't get out of bed. But I was able to get out of bed today. And I do not feel well. But hopefully, throughout the day, I might feel better. I had a couple things that, made me feel a little better throughout the day, some remedies. I feel all right. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all too. I actually just woke up from a little nap not too long ago. So if you hear that deepness in my voice and all that, I just apologize in advance. If I'm pausing sometime, if I'm trying to get my wind, because I like to talk in rapid succession. But we're going to get through this today. I got the Roller Tape Film crew here with me. I ain't worrying about nothing. You heard? I like bringing that Philly out of me every now and then, even though I'm a professional. But we got to deal with what's real, man. We have to. You know what I mean? Real quick, let me ask y'all something though. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all think we should do our Town Watch check-in? I mean, it's Monday. I mean, we freestyling today. We talking about the business of boxing. I'm gonna break some stuff down for y'all today. Y'all think we should do our town-wide check, and I'll let y'all decide in the chat if we can do it. Don't make me no difference. I just want to make sure that y'all are comfortable, y'all are entertained, y'all enjoy a great experience when you come over here. So it's up to y'all. Y'all want us to do the town-wide check-in, or y'all want us to go right through with the business? Salute to everybody in the chat acknowledging me. I see you. I see somebody already checked in. We can do the town-wide check-in. It's up to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all decide. Let's talk about it. If not, then we just gonna go. We going right in. Y'all let me know real quick. Man, people already telling me who they in the building. We might as well go. Somebody said the business. We gonna get to the business. Oh man, I gotta do the town-wide check-in, y'all. A member of this channel, he just checked in. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the perks of being a member of the channel. So if y'all want to join the channel, okay, feel free to join. Feel free to join the channel, become a member. We got perks all over the place for y'all. We got to do a town-wide check-in, but I promise you, right, we are not going to be long with the town-wide check-in, but I need everybody to check on in. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to explain to you real brief about what the town-wide check-in is. Town-wide check-in is very simple, y'all. It's my way of setting the foundation and tone before we even talk about any topics, before we have any discussions, right? Understanding and acknowledging that we represent and are from different geographical locations. And that is a foreshadow of us having different opinions, different perspectives, different points of views. But at the end of this broadcast, we will also understand that we share one thing in common, and that is our love for the sport of boxing. All right? So what we do is, in the chat, we publicly acknowledge where we are from or where we are located, meaning city, state, island, and or country. And then I will publicly acknowledge it in exchange for you inserting your location in the chat. Fair enough? All right, let's get the show popping. I'm starting it off first. And this is also an opportunity for us to build the energy level, man. This is an icebreaker. This is how we build the energy level in the beginning of all of our broadcasts here on the Road to Take podcast with Manager Barty, because we want to make sure that everyone is welcome here, regardless of what your point of views are, what your perspective is, and or opinions. We welcome you here. All right? All right, so this is how we're going to do it. I'm starting it off first. Representing the DFW area. Yup, the entire state of Texas, stand up. Represent Arlington. Yup. Want me to be more specific? I will. Mansfield section. You know how we do out there. Representing Tarrant County. By way of my hometown, the great city of Philadelphia. We call it Philly. Yes, indeed. Come on, y'all. Let's check on in as the viewership is increasing exponentially. Let's check on in. Who we got in here? Who we got in the building? Woo! Newark, New Jersey. Home of Shakur Stevenson. I see you, Carl Brown. Let's check on in. Yeah. Come on, Bird. Let's check on in. We're going to get to the business. Baltimore in the building. I see you. Come on, y'all. Let's check on in. Yeah. Harlem on the rise. And you don't want no problem with them guys. Harlem, New York is in the building. I see you. Come on, y'all. Let's check in. DMV area. Salute. I see you in the building. DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Come on, let's check on in. Who else we got in here? Lafayette, LA. Yeah. West Coast in the house. Come on, y'all. Let's check on in. Who else we got in here? Yeah, listen. This is how we build the energy levels up in here. Yes, indeed. Another supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew is in the building. Atheist, Ghostbuster, I see you. Representing BX or B next. Boogie down, Bronx. New York is in the building, I see you. Come on, Andre. I already knew you was from the O, you know what I mean? But I want the people to know where you're from. Ohio all day in the building. Come on, y'all, let's check on in. Yeah, we're going to talk about the business of boxing. I'm going to break some things down to you all today. And I look forward to some contributions. Yeah, some financial and monetary contributions that's going to allow this channel to continue to grow, to enhance the audio and visual experience. That's what we do with the contributions here. Huh? The quality of the content. That's what we do with the contributions over here. Yes, indeed. Strong Island, Long Island in the building. I see you. Come on, let's check on in. Yeah, let's check on in. Can I get one more? Can I get one more? I would not be surprised, Joe, if Omaha, Nebraska was in the building. I wouldn't be surprised. And Omaha know I love them because Omaha, Nebraska love me back. You heard? Yeah. Huh? Come on, Midwest. Where we at? Detroit, checking in. From the state of Michigan, can I see you in the building? Can I get one more? Not one more. One more. See, when I say mo, I need somebody from down south to check in. That's why when I say check in, I'm trying to make sure I'm making an appeal to everybody all across the country. Yeah, that's why I say check in. See, that's when I talk like that. I ain't from down south, y'all, but I'm just saying I try to make everybody feel welcome. Because in Philly, we say check in. That's how we talk. Check right in. But I gotta say, certain words. Check in. Huh? Know what I'm talking about? Come on, Rhonda. I see you. What's up? Baltimore in the building. Yes. Can I get one more check-in? We're going right into the show. We're going to talk about the business today. I'm answering all business-related questions, too. I'm answering all business-related questions. Watch. It don't matter what. When I say business, I'm talking about boxing. All business-related questions that come up in the super chat today, what? Y'all gonna get your answers thoroughly. Your answers will be thoroughly explained today. Yeah, I'm in the business mood today. Ring Kings podcast, salute, I see you. I'm good, Rhonda. I'm a little sick today, Rhonda. Yeah, one of my associates, man. Last week, one of them got sick, fell back, and then the other associate got sick. A couple of days later, fell back, and I guess today must be my day. What Beyonce say? I woke up like this. I woke up like this, but guess what? We don't make no excuses. This boxing. I'm still gonna show my face in this joint. Joint is a Philly term. Y'all didn't know. I'm still gonna show my face in the places. I gotta teach y'all. I was thinking about y'all all day today because a lot of people misinterpret a lot of things that I say, right? And a lot of other people criticize the things I say because they don't understand. Then you got another group of people that repeat what I say, but then they put their own spin on it to make it sound like they're the ones that said it, and then they be still misinforming people because they don't know. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna clear all that up today. Yeah, we're gonna clear it all up today. Can I get one more check-in and we going right on in? One more? Can I get one more check-in? One more check-in. And while y'all doing that, right, I'm trying to look up something because I want to show y'all something. I want to put something on the screen here. I want to show y'all something real quick. Oh, we got. Come on, Carl. You told me you from Newark, Carl. Hey, listen, we gonna acknowledge it anyway. Scranton, Pennsylvania, in the building. I see you. Oh, I got sick from these other dudes spreading lies. You know what? Mike got a point there, Carl. Cause y'all seen all week. We've been talking about Devin Haney, Bill Haney. Then we added Eddie Hearn to the mix the other day. We were talking about Tank Davis. Man, your wife hometown. Salute to the wife here, Carl. I see you. What it is we've been talking about Devin Haney. Look, he fought last Saturday night, right? Man, we've been talking about the Haneys from last Saturday night all the way to the day. I see you, D. Baltimore is in the building. So I want to clarify a lot of things up. Because people be, you know what I mean, misinforming the public and misinterpreting what I be trying to break down. So I want to make sure we all have an understanding. That's all that is. I'm trying to find something on my other phone so I can put it up on the screen for y'all. Because when I tell y'all stuff, right, I want to make sure you all see it on your screen if I can. Because once you see it on your screen while I'm explaining it, then you'll understand. And then people won't be saying, oh, you just making this up. You know how people be trying to discredit me sometimes, which is fine with me. I really don't care if people discredit me. I think the people that know that I'm honest and genuine, y'all know, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find something for you. I really want y'all to see a couple of things. Um, I want y'all to see a couple of things here. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I see you, Devin. New Orleans is in this joint. Salute. Indeed. Yeah, I'm about to show y'all something real quick. Mm-hmm. All right, here you go. I found it. Here you go, right here. Fareed, what's up, homie? Fairfax, Virginia in the building. I see you. Yeah, I found it. I just wanted to, I'm going to show y'all what I be talking about. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all right here. I be trying to explain to people. They don't want, you know what I mean? They don't want to respect the knowledge. We going to get right to it. Watch this. Watch when I pull this up. I got y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second, all right? I want to just show y'all one thing. I want to make sure y'all see this. I'm going to put it on the screen 1 second, okay? I want y'all to understand what I be trying to say real quick. Let me see how to do this. Uh-huh. Give me 1 second, y'all. We going right in. Town watch checking is closed, but if I see somebody that's coming in and if I see you checking in, I'm gonna make sure I acknowledge you, all right? Who that? Cash Crypto? Ooh, Cash Crypto, my guy. What's going on with you? What Joseph Swab say? Y'all see what Joe said on your screen? Look at what my man Joseph said on your screen, man. Y'all better go let him know. I get him right. With no doubt. I make sure I, do it the right way. For real, for real. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I got it, y'all. I just wanted to I got it though. Where we at? Where we at? We ready? We ready to talk some business? Talk some business. Hold on for a minute. I got to show my face, sick and all. We here today. We don't make no excuses. This boxing. We don't make any excuses in boxing. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if I couldn't get out of bed, I wouldn't be here. But I'm here. We don't make any excuses in boxing. Let me say this. Take these off. You know it's real. Look, let me say this real quick. Every question related to the business of boxing and these super chats that y'all going to support the channel with, they're going to be thoroughly answered. I want to make sure y'all know that. Okay? All right. Put my glasses on. Y'all don't need to see my ugly face like this. You know what I mean? My eyes all messed up. We going to get to it. No excuses. We're here. Sick and all. Don't feel good and all. We have the business of boxing to speak on Monday through Friday. We don't make no excuses. Okay? No excuses. Now, I don't even know where to start at, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know where to start at. Okay, but hey, since we've been talking about Devin and Bill, Haney and all of them, we're gonna talk about it. Now, I want to share something with y'all, right? We're going right in. Now, I done told y'all yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday? No, I think it was yesterday. I done told y'all yesterday, right? That there's this running story going around on YouTube, and I think people were saying it on news articles. I don't know about that last part, whether it was in news articles, but people been talking about it on YouTube. I just put it to you like that. Saying that Eddie Hearn or Bill Haney or both of them said something about Devin Haney having a one-fight deal with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. Did y'all hear that? In the chat. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Did y'all hear anything similar to that where Devin Haney has a one-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Promotions? Meaning the one-fight deal was when he fought Regis Prograis. Did y'all hear that as well? Any of you all hear that as well? Yeah, Big Money heard it. He said he heard some people say that. Anybody else? Anybody else heard that? That Devin Haney has a one-fight deal with excuse me, has a one-fight deal with Eddie Hearn. Anybody else hear that? All right, now we're going right in. I said it yesterday, but I want to break it down a little bit more. What I said yesterday is, it was just a question. It was a question that I heard that I asked Bill Haney, but it's really a question that I also posed to Eddie Hearn. The question that I had, and we need answers, is that if Devin Haney has a one-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Promotions, which is when they fought Regis Prograis, right? If that's true, then why is Eddie Hearn in an interview, which I already published the interview from Fight Hub the night of the DAZN card Saturday that just passed, why was he in an interview with Fight Hub talking about he reached out to Tank Davis? He corresponded with Tank Davis, and Tank Davis didn't respond. He reached out to him to inform him of this $20 million guaranteed purse or something like that. If you only got a one-fight deal with this particular boxer, why are you advocating and inserting yourself as the promoter if you have no interest, no contractual obligation to this fighter? Devin Haney. We need answers on that. Okay? Also, one of the things that I do, I think everybody at this point knows this about me. This is not a secret at all. If you've been watching this channel from the beginning, all the way up till I produced the words "roll the tape," when I was coming at a couple of people that was coming at me first, and I defended myself when I first started saying "roll the tape." One of the things that I basically put out there about me is that I've learned how to study behavior patterns of people. Okay? So people can say whatever they want to say, especially on YouTube. But I watch your actions. And I will believe a person's actions more than their words. I recommend that all of our words, mine's included, coincide with our actions. Okay? And the minute that a person's word don't correspond with their actions, then there is red flags. Okay? What is a red flag? You all know what a red flag is in football, right? The head coach of the football team carries a red flag in his back pocket. As soon as there is a questionable call by the referees on any given play, well, of course, there are some stipulations and restrictions to that. Like when there's under 2 minutes in the second quarter and the fourth quarter. But my point is, when the head coach want to challenge that play, the head coach throws a red flag out on the field, which will alert the referees and the officials that this play is being challenged and it must be evaluated. And then that play goes under review. Okay? There's scrutiny on that play. And so when I throw the red flag out on this channel, it's because somebody's words not matching their actions. And this is unfortunately a time where I'm challenging the play. Okay? Now, with that being said, the behavior patterns that I've seen thus far from the Haneys have been consistent over the last several years. Even though people get on YouTube and they say things with their mouth, unfortunately, their actions have not coincided with their words. And what I mean by that, because I know that when this live goes off, and before we go off, people might be in the chat doing it, but they definitely want to do it in the comments section and then start emailing me saying that I'm hating on Devin and Bill Haney. But we got to deal with what's real because this is a topic of discussion that's been going on for about a little over a week now. Now, the actions that we've been seeing thus far over the last few years is that Devin Haney has been signed to an exclusive deal with promoters, not one fight, but multiple fights. That's what their actions have been showing us. I'll start with the first time they were with Eddie Hearn. Multi-fight deal. They left Eddie Hearn. They went over to Top Rank. Multi-fight deal. They left Top Rank, became a free agent again, and I believe now they're also in another exclusive multi-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and Metro. Now, I told Devin Haney on this channel back in May after he fought Lomachenko on this very channel live, and I can roll the tape on myself. When the reporters and some of the YouTubers was asking him at the post-fight press conference, are you going to fight Shakur next? Because Shakur Stevenson jumped in the ring. Are you going to fight Tank Davis next? Are you going to move up to 140? And in my live, I told Devin Haney in May of 2023, call Al Heyman. Let me throw Ryan Garcia in the bunch. When the Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya left Ryan Garcia by himself with Eddie Gomez at the post-fight press conference after he lost his first fight of his career. I'm talking about the one with Tank Davis. A month before Lomachenko and Devin fought. Guess what I told Ryan Garcia to do in the published video I did? With Ryan Garcia's face was in the thumbnail, and next to it in blue it says, "They left me." In fact, that was my highest viewed video on this channel thus far, or at least the top 3. I told Ryan Garcia, call Al Heyman. So I've been telling people to call Al Heyman for a while now. Now I know you hear everybody else, after listening to me, ask the same question that I just posed yesterday, Saturday, and 4 days ago. If Bill Haney wanted Tank so bad, and he represents DHP, why didn't you call Al Heyman? Eddie Hearn, you representing Devin Haney as his promoter? You saying you reached out to Tank? The Tank don't negotiate no deals. Why you ain't call Al Heyman? See, I've been saying this for a while. This is no new information, okay? And so what I'm saying is, when I tell people to call Al Heyman, it's just simple. All the PBC fighters get paid more money than everybody else. We just got to keep it 100, okay? We got to keep it 100. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. PBC has 5 pay-per-view stars over there that they represent. Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, and Tank Davis. Why not go call him? If you're going to become a free agent, call Al Heyman. It's just very simple, okay? But if you don't call Al Heyman and you say that you're your own boss, and then this guy, me, who knows the business of boxing, I see your actions, your words saying you're your own boss, which I do respect, by the way, but your actions, I see you bouncing around, getting exclusive deals from this promoter, that promoter, this promoter, and that promoter, getting guaranteed purses. I got to throw the red flag out on that and challenge that play. Why? Because I use current events and real life scenarios in the sport of boxing as teachable moments. That's what my channel is really based on, if you really think about it. So that I can educate everybody about the business of boxing. So we're not going to stop just because it's a popular dad in the mix. We're not going to stop teaching the people all because, it's Bill Haney. It don't make a difference who it is. I teach the people the business of boxing on this channel. So why not use real life situations, current events to do so as parts of references? You see, because when I was using teachable moments for Terrence Crawford, if you wasn't a Terrence Crawford fan, you didn't have a problem with that. People that were not Terrence Crawford fans did not have a problem with me using the things that Terrence Crawford said and the things that Terrence Crawford did, especially in the build-up and in the negotiations of the fight with Errol Spence. They didn't have an issue with it. Terrence Crawford fans definitely had an issue with it. So why now that it's Devin Haney, it's all of a sudden a problem? That's because Devin Haney's fans. See, you being a fan of a fighter is not an issue. It's when you deny the facts. It's when you deny the facts so that you could build up the fighter instead of looking at the realities of what's going on. That's when it becomes a problem. So no, I'm not saying everybody have a problem. I'm just saying a certain fan demographic and the fan base have a problem. You see what I'm saying? Now, I also told y'all back in March, we rewind the tape because some boxing fans have short-term memory loss that they suffering from. I told y'all back in March when I linked up with Detail Boxing. Oh, it's on the channel. I got the content. It's published. And I told D-Town and all the audience when I broke it down that Bill Haney and Devin knew exactly who the three fights. Reframe that. Devin Haney and Bill Haney knew the three fighters they were going to fight against before they signed with Top Rank. Bob brought them three names up to them, and they already knew what it was, and they signed it. 3-fight deal. Awesome. Guaranteed purse. Awesome. Excuse me. Awesome. Right? I told y'all that. Now, let's fast forward to today. I'm going to break down the business for y'all so we can have an understanding on just this point right here. I'm going to ask the chat so we can make sure we're on the same page. When Devin Haney fought his first fight with Top Rank, Inc., the promotional company that's owned and operated by Bob Arum, was his first fight with Top Rank for the title? Yes or no? Was it for the championship belt? Yes or no? I'm just asking for a friend. That line makes me laugh. I'm asking for a friend. We need answers. We're talking about words and actions when we talk about business. I need somebody in the chat if you can. Anybody? When Devin Haney fought his first fight on Top Rank, was it for a shot at the title? Thank you, Rhonda. Yes, it was. Now, why would Bob Arum, hear me out now, I'm going to bring it all the way up to speed. Hear me out. Why would Bob Arum sign Devin Haney, right, to a multi-fight deal if Why would Bob Arum sign Devin Haney to a multi-fight deal if he believed in his heart that Devin Haney was going to lose that fight? You heard me? I'm about to teach y'all something about the business of boxing. Y'all gotta stay with me for real. Y'all gotta stay with me, all right? I'm gonna teach y'all something. I'm gonna ask it again. If you don't know the answer, that's great. I'm gonna give it to you. Why would Bob Arum sign Devin Haney to a multi-fight deal if the first fight was going to be for a world title, but yet also Bob Arum thought that Devin Haney was going to lose? Can anybody answer that? If you don't know, it's perfectly fine. Yep. That answer is twofold. Rhonda said the first part of that answer. I'm gonna give you the second part of the answer. Okay. The first part of the answer is this: he knew he was going to win. Bob Arum knew Devin Haney was going to win against Kambosos. That's a fact. That is not an opinion. I'm gonna prove it in a second, though. The second reason is because Bob Arum wanted to win also, as he should, as a promoter. What I mean by that? Well, the thing is, you look at that scenario, it didn't matter who won that fight. Did it, Rhonda? Did it, class? Y'all classmates, right? Everybody in the chat. Everybody watching me live and live in color. Y'all classmates, right? Oh, okay. We in the classroom, right? I'm the teacher, right? I'm the professor, right? Okay. Bob Arum was going to win irregardless who won the fight. Because guess what? If Lomachenko would have won, Bob Arum's still promoting the champion. If Devin Haney won, which he did, he's still promoting the champion. Am I right or wrong? If I'm making sense, tell me. If I'm not making sense, please tell me that as well. Bob Arum knew it don't make a difference who win as a promoter, because I'm promoting both fighters, and the winner is going to be the champion, and I'm going to promote the champion. Either way, you see, you know, it's standard in boxing for fighters to fight each other when they're in-house. You know, when they're under the same promotional banner. Y'all do realize that, right? Y'all fans of boxing, y'all know that, right? Okay, this is no different. This has been going on since the 60s and the 70s. Hey, this is no new condition. We know this is what happens in boxing. We know this, right? So, Bob Arum already promoting Kambosos. It don't make no difference if he win or lose, right? But this is where the business, not business, I like saying business. This is where the business come into play. Watch this. You gonna sign this multi-fight deal. Huh? Come on and talk to me. Somebody gotta talk to me today. Because when I break this down, you understand. You will understand the business. King, I'm trying to teach him, King. You gonna sign this multi-fight deal, though. I know you gonna look. I know you gonna beat Kambosos. But you ain't gonna fight Kambosos until you sign this multi-fight deal. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bob talked to them like that. Because it's business. Watch this. Because you know why? Because when you unify the titles and you beat George Kambosos, you know you're going to have to fight a mandatory when you win the title. You do know that. And that's not me, the promoter, speaking. That's according to the rules and regulations of the sanctioning bodies. It's on their rules online, right? So because I, the promoter, know that you will have to fight a mandatory, that's a guaranteed fight that I know I can recoup my initial investment on and possibly make a profit. Why is that? Because as a promoter, listen, y'all, hear me good. As a promoter, I'm not going to let you come over to my promotional company, defeat my champion that I promoted, my champion that I invested a lot of monetary and financial resources to, my champion that I took a lot of my financial resources to get the sanctioning bodies on the phone, because I got to pay the sanctioning bodies. The promoter, y'all didn't know that, did you? Yeah, I said it. The promoter, they have to pay the sanctioning bodies way before a fight even happens in the ring. And I'm gonna prove it to y'all in 1 second. You ain't gonna find this information nowhere else on YouTube. So I'm glad that you're here today. So as a promoter, I got to kick out all this money just so that my fighter can first get into contention to fight for a title. Then after my fighter wins the title, still got to pay just for him or her to defend the title. You think I got to put all of this, and then on top of that, I got to pay the fighter a purse that's guaranteed in his or her contract, and also a per diem, and also lodging expenses. Yeah, we'll talk about that another day. I got to put all this money out every time my champion fight, and I got to do that as a promoter for the opponent as well. And watch this, for everybody else that's competing on that whole card. You mean to tell me as a promoter, I'm gonna put all this bread out, all this money out, all these resources out, all these marketing dollars to promote and build this fighter, just so that you can come over to my promotional company as a free agent and beat my world champion and then sneak out the back door? Where they do that at? You beat my world champion, I have to make some recoupment money behind that and a profit. So now you will become my champion. It ain't one promoter that's going to let you come over, beat their world champion, take the champion belts, and then be like, all right, thanks, I'm out. Where they do that at? I wish somebody asked me, when did somebody else do that in the business? I dare somebody to ask. You ain't got to ask me. I'm just going to tell you, because I see another supervisor. Double salute to her. Another supervisor of the Road to Tape film crew is here. 2 Cents Boxing. My God, Many Face Publishing, I see you. I'm going to tell y'all, because class is in session. I'm starting to feel better the more I'm talking, y'all. Check this out. Let's go to, what's that guy's name? He a manager. I see you, Isaac. I see you. What's his name, y'all? He's a manager. He's the best manager in the business. What's his name, y'all? I just told Eddie Hearn to call him yesterday. And then I just told Bill Haney to call him 2 days ago. And then I told Ryan Garcia to call him back in May. And then I told Devin Haney to call him also back in May. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? What's that manager's name? What is his name, y'all? Okay, I'm going to give y'all a hint. All of the fighters that's under his promotional banner through TGB, right? They always say after their fights, they say, I want to thank God, and then I want to thank, what's his name? Oh, there you go, Big Money. Al Heyman. That's right. Yeah. My guy, Pharaoh in the chat. What's going on, Pharaoh? Yeah, Al Heyman. Yeah, y'all know Al Heyman, right? Okay, let me show y'all how what I'm talking about, what Top Rank did with Devin, is standard across the business of boxing. This is why I told Terrence Crawford back in July of last year, not July of 2023, when they actually fought. A year before they fought. Go back and look at when I did my interviews with YSM Sports Media before I had a YouTube channel, July and August. Go back and look. I told Terrence Crawford to do the same thing Devin Haney did with Bob Arum and Matchroom. I said, go sign a multi-fight deal with the PBC. Because if you beat Spit, man, y'all ain't paying no attention, man. Whoa. Huh? Why you think Al Heyman and the PBC signed Crawford? You think they was going to let Bud come over there and take 3 belts off of Spence and then walk out the back door and say, thank y'all, salute? What? You ain't think they was going to put a rematch clause? A second option? Oh, you ain't going to just come over here. We done put all these resources to market this fighter, to brand this fighter. For you, a free agent, to come out of nowhere, fight on BLK Prime, then slide on over here with no obligation to the promotion company over here. Take 3 belts off of Spence, slide out the back door and be like, deuces. Huh? What they do that as? This is standard in boxing, which is the point that I'm making. You see my point, y'all? So what I'm saying is that when you look at with the actions of Bill and Devin Haney, this ain't no different. Top Rank ain't do nothing no different. We're going to sign you to a multi-fight deal. You're going to fight Kambosos twice. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fight him because I already know you're going to beat him. I already know that. So watch this. Watch this. When you beat him, you're going to become Top Rank champion now. Oh, by the way, I want to let you know something. That Kambosos is promoted by me, and so are you, Devin Haney. And guess how I'm going to win? I'm going to take a percentage of your purse for promoting you, and I'm going to take a percentage of Kambosos' purse for promoting you. Yeah, 25 to 30%. Yeah, that's business. That's how the business works. Everybody can scream on boss all they want to, but that's just how the business works. You see? That's why promoters like having fighters that are promoted by both fighters that are promoted by that same promotional company fight in-house. Yeah, the promoter going to take a piece of you because I'm promoting you now. I got to get paid. I got to recoup my initial investment plus make a profit now. If that's possible. Most times it's not possible to make a profit. Don't take my word for it. Bob Arum told y'all the money that he invested promoting Terrence Crawford, he lost millions of dollars. So much so that the money that he lost promoting him, did he say he can build a mansion, get a mansion built in Beverly Hills? Is that what Bob said? Oh, okay then. So promoters, they invest money and they take a couple losses. You understand? So that's all I'm saying. Now, fast forward to today. Fast forward to today. Why would Eddie Hearn do a one-fight deal? One-fight deal with Devin Haney, knowing good and well Eddie Hearn no boxing. He ain't no fool now. He ain't no boxing. Just like Bob Arum knew that Devin was going to beat Kambosos. You don't think Eddie Hearn knew Devin was going to beat Regis? Why you think Regis? All right, don't take my word for it. Don't believe nothing I say. What did Regis Prograis say? I've heard him say it in interviews. What did he say? What did he say in the interview? He said I already know that the promotion is against me. I know Eddie think I'm gonna lose this fight. I know he want. He said, I know Eddie Hearn want Devin to win. I already know that because Devin and Eddie, they already had a previous relationship in business. Isn't that what Reed just said? I know what I'm talking about. That's why he's saying that. Eddie Hearn knew Devin Haney was going to beat Regis. He knew that. You think Eddie Hearn, I just gave you an example of Al Heyman doing it, and I just gave you an example of Bob Arum, top ranked doing it. You think Eddie Hearn just going to let Devin Haney come over to his promotional company, whether they work before or not, this business, after he build up Regis Prograis to championship contention, and then he wins and become a champion and then defend the title, all expenses on Eddie. He gonna let Devin Haney come over there, be this world champion, so Devin Haney can be like, all right, thanks, Matt Trump. Deuces. Come on, y'all. Stop it. Where they do that at? In boxing, just where they do that at? That's not smart business for no promoter to allow a free agent to come over there, spoil the plans of their champion, beat the champ, and then walk out the back door. They don't do that. Why you think Don King? Now I'm going back in the day now. Follow me with this one. Don King came in the limousine, his words not mine, with Joe Frazier, who was the champion, fighting George Foreman. I made this reference just yesterday, right? George Foreman knocked Frazier down like what, 6-7 times in that fight? Needless to say, my guy from my city, RIP, Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, he lost that fight. Who did Don King leave with, though? Who did he leave with? The champ. He came with the champ, and he left with the champ. Now watch this. When George Foreman fought Ali, right? Guess what happened? Don King was promoting both of them guys. So now he's entitled to a piece of both of their persons. It's no different than what Don King was doing, having all the top heavyweights fight each other. That's signed to him. These are facts. So this has been going on in the business of boxing for decades. Okay? All right? So I wanted to put that out there because I hear people talking with their mouth, but their actions are not corresponding and correlating with their words. Now, I've been hearing things about, excuse me, I've been hearing things about Manager Marty not knowing what I'm talking about, and that I'm a hater, and that I don't appreciate black excellence. Somebody told me that in one of my comment sections. Because Bill Haney's black and so is Devin Haney. And because I'm speaking on this to educate the people in the business, I don't appreciate black excellence. So I want to show y'all something on your screen. Okay? I appreciate y'all in the chat that's holding me down. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I don't know, but I got some great moderators here that's holding me down. I don't know what's going on, but I trust every last moderator that's putting this thing together and making sure that the show runs smoothly. So I thank y'all. I want to show you something on your screen now. I'm going to give y'all some education. Well, I've been giving y'all education all day, but I want to show y'all something. What's up, Kev? 316, I see you. I want to show y'all something. Look at your screen real quick. Y'all see that on your screen? Y'all see that on your screen? I want to show y'all something. I just want to show y'all so we can be on the same page now. I want to show y'all something so that we all can be on the same page. Remember, I told you there were expenses that the promoter are obligated to when it comes to sanctioning bodies way before the event even takes place. Remember, I told y'all that? Here with the evidence on your screen right here. Y'all see that? I want to make sure we're on the same page. Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to read it out loud for those of you that might be driving or you might be just listening in and you can't look at the screen. I'm going to read it to you so we all can be on the same page. And there's more, but I just wanted to, oh, y'all can't read it? What is it, blurry or something? It's small? The letters are small? I'm going to read it to y'all. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it right now. All right. 2.45. So you got 2.45, 2.46, and 2.47. I'm going to read it all as the viewership is increasing exponentially. Exponentially. Okay? Now remember, what you see on your screen is from the rules and regulations of the World Boxing Council, which we know is the WBC. Okay? Antarctica in the building. I see you. You see? Yeah, I'm about to give y'all the game right here. How this thing work now? Now, let's read 2.45. I'm gonna read it right here. WBC representatives at WBC bouts. Now, basically, let's use Devin Haney as an example because he is the WBC junior welterweight champion. Okay. Now I'm going to show it to you now. I see you, Big Money Walk. You did a good job screenshotting this thing here. You see how we always got to come back to the rules? Mm-hmm. Now, let me read it to y'all so y'all can understand when I tell y'all, like I just told y'all a few moments ago, that there are fees and financial obligations that the promoters are responsible for with the sanctioning bodies. Okay? Way before a punch is even thrown inside of the ring, way before the event even takes place. Check this out. And this is only for when the promoter is promoting a WBC champion. I'm going to read it to you. Here we go. 2.45 WBC representatives at WBC bouts. Here we go. The WBC supervisor shall be seated at the local commission's table so that he may reasonably supervise and tally the scoring of the judges after every round, and to be able to perform his other responsibilities. The president of the WBC must also be seated at the commission's table against the ring. The promoter, listen now, hear me good, y'all. What's up, band up? Classes in session. The promoter of any WBC sanctioned contest is also specifically obligated to arrange for or provide tickets for up to 5 numbered ringside seats to accommodate additional WBC officials and executives in the technical zone, or if not available, immediately adjacent to the ring. Okay? What that means, in layman's terms, is that the president of the WBC, who we already know who the president is, right? Jose Sulaiman's son, Mauricio, and the WBC supervisor, plus an additional 5 WBC officials, must sit in the technical zone with a field of play, as we call it in boxing, through the ringside seats, and all of this must be paid for by the promoter. The promoter has to arrange all of this. Okay? Now, 2.46, next paragraph. I'm going to read that. Here we go. The title is Promoters obligations for WBC representatives' expenses. Now, this is the promoter's obligation now. The promoter of any WBC sanctioned contest shall pay all expenses. I'm going to read that first line again. The promoter of any WBC sanctioned contest shall pay all expenses, including transportation, lodging, meals, and other incidental expenses of all ring officials, and also for the WBC supervisor or supervisors. Did y'all hear that? Let me continue. Attendance by the WBC president and any of his designees at any WBC sanctioned contest will be in an official capacity. And the promoter shall pay all of the transportation, the lodging, the meals, and other incidental expenses for the WBC president and or his designees to attend the event. Let me break that down for you in layman's terms. Salute to my guy Dean. Classes in session, my brother. Now, the promoter, I done told y'all that the promoter got to pay for the tickets of the supervisor of the WBC, the president of the WBC, and 5 other, excuse me, or 5 additional WBC officials. Right? Right? That's one right that they got to accommodate that. You know it's not free to sit nowhere in them seats ringside. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so now the supervisor of the WBC, right? The president of the WBC, and 5 other WBC officials. That's 7 right there. That's 7 people at the minimum where the promoter has to accommodate their seating at ringside. Y'all got that, right? Y'all got that. Now, what did the next part say? The next part talk about the expenses that the promoter is obligated for. So not only does the promoter have to accommodate 5 WBC officials and executives on top of the president and the WBC supervisor, excuse me, but now there's some other expenses associated with this process. And that is the promoter of any WBC sanctioned contest have to pay all the expenses of all the 7 people I just named. Remember the 5 additional WBC officials, the president, and the supervisor. That's at least 7 right there. The promoter got to pay all the expenses. Transportation. You know what transportation is, don't you? Oh, okay. Promoter ain't paying for no WBC officials to drive cross country. Oh, okay. We all understand that. You know them airline tickets that the promoter got paid for. Oh, they can get expensive for 7 people, and most of the time they fly in first class. Okay, most of the time. But anyway, the promoter is responsible for all the expenses to be paid for by the promoter, including transportation, lodging, meals, and other incidental expenses. Now watch this. The WBC president may designate any other representative chosen by the WBC president, right? So the WBC president might have 4 designees to attend the event. Of course, they will be in an official capacity, But I'm just using 4 as an example. So let's say the WBC president says, "Well, I'm going to designate 4 people to go with me." So now you got the original 7, the 5 additional representatives of the WBC, the supervisor, and the president, plus the other 4 in that scenario that was designees of the WBC. The promoter got to do what for the designees that's attending? Same thing. The promoter shall pay for the transportation, the lodging, the meals, and any other incidental expenses. You see that? Oh, it doesn't stop there. Let's read section 2.47, the final paragraph in this section. The fees for ring officials. And it reads, a schedule of minimum fees to be paid to supervisors and ring officials will be designated by the WBC from time to time, and the promoter, you see this? And the promoter must pay such fees as required. The payment of fees to the ring officials, watch this, must be made directly by the WBC supervisor or by the local boxing commission under his supervision. So not only do the promoter have to pay for the expenses, including transportation, lodging, meals, and other incidental expenses, for 5 number additional WBC officials, the president, the supervisor, and also any designees that the WBC president include on top of that. And the promoter has to pay for the designees' expenses, transportation, lodging, meals, and other incidental expenses. Not only that, for the ring officials. Well, who are the ring officials? Well, you have a timekeeper, you have a referee, you have the 3 judges, right? Y'all got that, right? Y'all have, and all of them represent the athletic commission. But you also have, with the ring officials representing the WBC, you have the inspectors who work hand in hand with the athletic commission, officials as well. Oh, all the officials getting paid. Oh, nobody's working for free. Okay? The ringside physician that represents the athletic commission. Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting paid. Let me take this off your screen so y'all can see my face when I talk. All of those fees are paid by the promoter. I'm gonna let all that process for about 20 seconds for y'all. All right, 20 seconds is up. We don't have that much time. So if that is the case, I'm about to illustrate my point and bring it home. If that is the case, and that's just for the WBC rules. I didn't even pull up the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, the IBO. I didn't even pull it up. I didn't even pull their rules up. But if that is the case, you think a promoter gonna pay all this money, all the expenses of the WBC president, the WBC supervisor, 5 additional officials, any amount of designees that the WBC president bring on top of that, all their meals, lodging, transportation, all these expenses, plus the fees for the athletic commission in the state that they're hosting the event at. There's surety bonds. I don't want to get all into all of that. I don't want to get all into all of that. But my point is, all of the officials that work, the inspectors, the judges, the referees, the timekeepers, the ringside physicians, the supervisor of the inspector, all of them, everybody, the promoter has to pay all of these officials from the sanctioning bodies, and on top of that, the athletic commission in that state. And of course, have to accommodate their seating at ringside. Excuse me. You think that a promoter going to have to do all of that for a WBC champion, let's say like Devin Haney, for you to only have one fight with me? I got to at least recoup my investment and then possibly make a profit. Where they do that at? That's the point of me bringing that up on your screen so y'all can make sure that y'all follow where I'm going with that. Oh, we had new viewership that just came to class late. And I want to say this too, for those of you that are new to this channel in the last 6 months. If you go back on my earlier pieces of content, like last year, in December of last year, you will see that I've been showing the people different things from the sanctioning bodies and the athletic commissions on my screen. I want y'all to know that, so y'all won't think that I'm just starting to do this all because we're talking about Devin Haney. No, I've been doing this, breaking down the rules and regulations. Some of y'all might remember when I had the WBO rules and regulations up, or the Nebraska State Athletic Commission. Some of y'all might remember that when I was breaking certain things about Crawford. That was last year. That was last December. What a difference a year makes. This December, we still talking about it. You see? So let me put my glasses on, because my eyes, I don't feel good. I'm sick. But all I'm saying is we got to understand how business works. So when people keep on saying I'm hating on Devin Haney, I'm hating on Bill Haney, you know, I don't want black excellence to, I don't know what that means, but it's like, I don't want to see the black people shine, just all this crazy stuff. It's like, what are we talking about here? I'm breaking down the business. You ain't gonna find it or get it nowhere else on YouTube. So why not me present it? That's what this channel is built on. And that's why I'm glad you are here. We have a new member of the channel. He is now a supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Double salute to him, my guy, Fort Greene Pharaoh. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. We also have a super chat. Headbuster 606. Double salute to you. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Headbuster 606 says, Manager Marty, are you doing call-ins today? Oh, absolutely. I thought I pinned the link to the top of the chat. If I didn't, somebody let me know. I'll make sure I go back up here and do so. I thought I did it already. But, oh, hold up. 2 Cents said that the link is pinned to the top. All right, bet. Yeah, so all you got to do is click that link. That's all you got to do is click that link and come on through. Yeah, you're more than welcome. I don't recall seeing your name in the chat before, but hey, you're more than welcome. Click the link and come on up. Double salute to my guy, Many Face Publishing. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Many Face Publishing says, on top of that, they got to secure a venue and the expenses that come with that. Absolutely. I didn't even want to get into that, but you're absolutely correct, Many Face Publishing. There's a lot of expenses associated, you know, with building an event. I mean, look, you know, when you look at security, you have law enforcement, you know, personnel, you have medical personnel, you know, the promoter got to pay all that. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, you might see, well, if you ever been to an event, whether it be a local, a regional, and or, you know, a major boxing event, there's always an ambulance or two, depending on how large the venue is, that's on standby at the actual venue. You know, they're not working for free. I mean, law enforcement that's there for crowd control purposes and security that work for the venue, that's not free. The promoter got to pay. So a promoter's not going to put up all of these financial resources, especially you see the resources that and obligations. Let me say the word obligation. I'm not going to say resources because according to the rules and regulations of the WBC, it says the promoter's obligations, right? You see these financial obligations that these promoters have to basically incur. They're not doing that just so that you can come over there as a free agent, beat their champion, and then you just walk out the back door and say, "Thank you for the opportunity, deuces." That's not how this works. You see what I'm saying? I see you, 2 cents. You're absolutely correct. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. You're my guy too, Pharaoh. Always a pleasure, man. Double salute. Yeah, see, we don't make excuses of me being sick. It's boxing. We here. Head Buster 606. If you can do me a favor, I'm going to let you join the panel here. Can you at least turn your camera on real quick, just so I can make sure that you are a human, that you're not trolling, that you're a real live person? You can turn your camera back off as I add you to the screen. I add you to the stream. All right, perfect. All right, I'll add you to the stream. We have Head Buster 606 live and living color here on the Road to Tape podcast. Head Buster, pleasure to have you, man. Welcome.
What's up, Manager Marty? How you doing today, man?
I'm a little sick, man, but I'll be okay. I'm doing all right. I'm doing much better now that I'm on here talking to the people, educating my people. You know what I mean? This your first time on the panel?
Yeah, this is my first time with the StreamYard, but I tune in from time to time when I get a chance.
Appreciate your viewership and support, brother. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I was just on another channel also, but the thing I'm not getting with the Tank and Devin thing is based off everything that's been said, I don't see how Eddie Hearn and Bill Haney did bad business. That just if we going off of the facts of what's being said, I don't see
Okay.
how. You know what I'm saying?
You said you don't see how Eddie Hearn and Bill Haney is doing bad business as far as what part?
Yes, sir.
What part do you mean by they're not doing bad business?
Like you remember yesterday, I believe you was talking about how Eddie came through Javante's inbox,
mm-hmm.
but I'm looking like how is that like I just said on another boxing platform. If everybody is saying they're their own boss, how is that bad business? Because like you can't be a recipient of how are you the boss and you're a recipient of a contract? Like what's the terms? What's the
How you a
equality?
boss of? You had
How,
went in and out. You said how you a boss of?
how are you a boss and you're a recipient of a contract?
Okay.
Like, is Tank given the contract for Al to work for him, or is Tank signed to PBC? Like, it can't be both. Like, are you the boss? Can you dictate your terms or not? Does multiple parties have to sign off on who you fight in X, Y, and Z?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm not understanding because you can't say I'm the boss, this, that, and the third, and then somebody reaches out to you, and now you're not the boss. Now you got to go through Al. So that's kind of what I'm saying. That's hypocritical. That's contradicting.
I see what you mean. All right, let me break it down for you, right? So in the business of boxing, if a fighter have a representative, let's say a boxing manager, the boxing manager's responsibility is to be the representation of that fighter. So that means that any negotiations, um, any terms, any agreements, any of the behind the scenes business that it entails to materialize a fight between that manager's client and somebody else, that's the manager's job to do all of that work that's required, right? When we talk about being our own boss, there's a difference between having a manager to represent you as a fighter and represent your interests as a fighter than someone who's signed to a promoter. All right. So let me give you an example. So Tank Davis is not signed to a promoter exclusively. That means that a promoter does not have to guarantee Javante Davis a guaranteed purse, doesn't have to guarantee Gervonta Tank Davis a certain amount of fights per year that Gervonta's under contract with this promoter. That's some of the terms in the contract with a promoter. And also don't have to guarantee a minimum and or a maximum purse for fighting specific fighters. So in Gervonta Tank Davis's case, he has a manager, which is customary in boxing, but he's also a free agent because he's not signed directly to a promoter. Which means that because he's a free agent, he don't have to go through a promoter to be able to negotiate any of his terms. Which means that because he's not obligated to a promoter does not have to take 25 to 30% of his purse for promoting him. That's why he have a manager and he's a free agent. On the flip side of that coin, let's say Devin Haney. Well, Devin Haney does have a manager, and I believe that is his dad. But the thing about it is that Devin Haney is signed to a promoter. That means that the promoter dictate the terms of when this fighter is going to fight, how much of a guaranteed purse through minimum and maximum this fighter is going to fight, and how many times under the promotional banner, according to the agreement, that this fighter is going to fight. So when you have a guy or a fighter who's locked into an exclusive promotional contract, well, they really don't have a lot of leverage. Tank Davis, in his case, he would have more leverage because he just has a manager to represent him, and he's not obligated to fight a certain amount of fights under a promotional agreement. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm listening to y'all. Hear you.
So that's the difference between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, there's a third side to the coin, which is what we have to bring up, is that the B side, and everybody and their grandpop know that the B side in the scenario between Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney, we know that Devin Haney is the B side to Tank Davis. Excuse me. And customary in boxing, the B side don't reach out to the A side and dictate the terms. Now, let me give you two examples so that you can understand that this is standard in boxing of what I'm talking about. Terrence Crawford fought David Evanesian on BLK Prime. David Evanesian did not ask his representation, Neil Marsh, who I spoke with several times in the past. He didn't ask Neil Marsh's manager to get him off of a card where he was already scheduled to fight so that he can fight Terrence Crawford because he heard Terrence Crawford was looking for a fight. No, the A side, in that case, which is BLK Prime and Crawford, they reached out to the B side and they dictated the terms to him. Now, I'm going to give it to you on a bigger scale. Terrence Crawford himself on IG Live in November of 2022, his words, not mine, he said that Al Heyman sent him a proposal in May of 2022, which was literally 30 days or at least a month after Errol Spence fought Ugas. And they also sent him a contract in August to sign. There's two scenarios. Excuse me, y'all. There's two scenarios right there where the A side usually reach out to the opponent. That's what the B side is, the opponent. Now, I know that Bill Haney is on record saying there's no such thing as an A side and B side. Bill Haney know that's not true. And so does everyone else. It's cool, Head Buster. Head Buster said he keep getting calls. That's why his phone jumped off the panel. But we still gonna keep rocking on. Everybody know there's an A side and B side in boxing. We know this. I mean, I know Bill Haney is saying there's no such thing and all that, but we got to keep it 100 because if Tank Davis generate more revenue than Devin Haney, which he does, and Devin Haney doesn't have an exclusive deal through DHP with a network, we know that Tank Davis is the A side automatically. So I know it's convenient for Bill to say that to get it in the minds of people, so nobody will look at Devin as the B side, but we got to keep it 100. In that scenario, Devin Haney is the B side. Okay, just like Terrence Crawford was the B side with Errol Spence, it's no different. It's the same thing. Errol Spence had Al Heyman as his representation, his manager. He was not locked into a promotional deal exclusively with anyone else because he has his own Man Down Promotions, right? And that's why when Terrence Crawford was telling Errol Spence on the phone, this is what he said on IG Live, y'all, in November 2022. He said when he approached Errol Spence on the phone, he said, I have a hedge fund. They're going to pay us $25 million a piece. The first question that Errol Spence asked Terrence Crawford, when he heard the words guarantee, he said, guarantee? What about the back end? And Terrence Crawford criticized him. This is all public record. And I even gave a reaction video on this. He criticized him by saying, I'm my own boss and you not, because you got to go through Al Heyman. That made absolutely no sense, because when you are your own boss, that's what Crawford was saying. When you are your own boss, you don't get paid guarantees from no promoter. You're not in an exclusive deal with no promoter. And he was in an exclusive deal with Top Rank, and he was in an exclusive deal with BLK Prime. And that's why he was getting paid guarantees. Whereas though Errol Spence, not being signed directly to a promoter in an exclusive deal, he can dictate the terms and say, I'm not signed to an exclusive promoter, so I can say, what about the back end? Because that's how we get paid, which is more than a guarantee. Why is it more than a guarantee? Because a promoter that locks you into an exclusive agreement will pay you a minimum and or a maximum, depending on who you fight, depending on how many rounds, depending on whether it's televised or non-televised, depending on whether it's pay-per-view or not. Pay you that money, and that's all you are going to get. You are going to get compensated based on the services that you render. That's it. All the other streams of revenue don't go to the fighter at all. Okay, so that's one of the major differences as well. That's why people from PBC make more money than every other fighter. And I hope I answered Headbuster's question, and anybody else that might have had a question about that, I hope I actually answered it. Any more questions about that? You see what I'm saying? So when you hear people talking, you got to look at the actions that they produce right after they say what they say. Now, everybody in boxing know there's an A side and a B side. We know this. If you are signed to a promoter and your promotional company is basically headlining this event, most likely you are the A side. Most likely you're the A side. Why? Because the promoter of that event is the one who has to put up all the money to pay for the expenses before the event even happens. See? Okay. So that's how this thing works. Okay, there's no hating. We just got to call a spade and stop finessing the people. Just be honest. We know there's an A side and a B side in boxing. We know this. And it's all good. Because you see what Terrence Crawford did, right? He went and got him some good representation. And unfortunately for Errol Spence acquiesced to the demands of the representation and Terrence Crawford. And it looked like Terrence Crawford was the A side after the negotiations was done. But good representation in this business is priceless. I keep saying it over and over again. And that's the principle. that laid the foundation to build my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being the B-side. Because watch this, and I'm going to teach you this, and I promise I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go lay down somewhere. There are times where the B-side, and I told y'all this last year, some of y'all that remember me saying this, there are times where the B-side make more money than the A-side in the fight. Or let's take it this way. The B-side get paid the same exact amount as the A-side. Remember when they said the paperwork came out, Devin Haney and Regis both got paid $1.5 million. It happens like that. Most of the time, the opponent get paid more than the A side. Depends on the situation. Did y'all learn anything today? I want to make sure at least one person, if only one person learns something, I promise you I'm satisfied. I wanted to make sure I get out of my bed today and teach the people. In boxing, we don't make no excuses. Sick or not, we going to get the people what they want. I was thinking about y'all all day today. I couldn't wait to get up. You know what I mean? 2 cents boxing, I want to make sure I answer your question before we go. I don't know, to be honest with you, 2 cents. Bill can't finesse Tank Davis. I'll tell you that right now. He's not going to be able to finesse Tank. Tank is a multimillionaire. You ain't going to be able to finesse him. Because see, Tank see through all the smoke screens. Tank know what it is. And the thing is, if you really want to fight, thank you, Rhonda, I see you. Thank you, Big Money, I see you. If you really want to fight, like I said, and like you see other people repeating what I said, call Al Heyman. Call Al Heyman. That's how you prove to Manager Marty that you want to fight. Call Al Heyman and follow the proper protocols in this business. You got to follow the protocol. You don't fraternize with another manager's fighter behind the manager's back. Because not Eddie Hearn nor Bill said they talked to Al Heyman. Eddie Hearn, and I played this yesterday, he was in that interview with Fight Hub, and he said, I reached out to Tank Davis. You shouldn't be reaching out to Tank for nothing. You should be reaching out to his manager. And get off social media when you do it. And I can speak on this because I know how it feels as a manager when that happens. Because it happened to me. And I told that story yesterday, where a promoter reached out to my fighter because he knew the fighter before the fighter signed with me. And he tried to make a backdoor deal with my fighter behind my back without my knowledge and my consent. Now, I could have been petty and said, okay, I'm going to act like I don't know about this fight and then impound the, and let me just let y'all see my face so y'all can see how serious this thing can get. And then I can turn around and impound the purse of the fighter. In other words, I could have turned a blind eye and act like, oh, I had no knowledge that was going on behind my back, right? Let the fighter fight on that card, and then turn around and make a phone call, and then the commissioner will say, you just got finished fighting, right? You looking for your check? You looking to sign the papers to get this check? Oh, unfortunately, you won't be getting paid today. And the fighter might be looking around like, what? I just got finished fighting. What you mean? I just got out the ring. Oh, your manager impounded your purse. We got to hold your purse. We got to have a hearing. You violated. You fought on a card without the consent and knowledge of your manager doing his or her duties. And on top of that, now we're going to go after the promoter and probably file an injunction on him through the manager to suspend his license because you can't go behind the manager's back. Now, if the fighter don't have any representation, a promoter can get on the phone all day. A matchmaker can get on the phone all day and negotiate terms with that fighter. Oh, but if that fighter has legal representation, I'm talking about through a contract now. Oh, you can't do that. What kind of business? What kind of business ethics you got? It would be no different if somebody would reach out to any of Eddie Hearn's fighters that he promote without talking to Eddie Hearn. Come on, bro. You know that wouldn't be right. So we got to do what's right in boxing. You know what I mean? We can't do unethical things, then jump on YouTube because y'all know people don't know the business of boxing, and then y'all say certain things and then make people believe, they offered him 20 million. Tank turned it down. We reached out to him and everything. Stop it. Y'all know y'all weren't supposed to reach out to him in the first place. You know you're supposed to go through his representation. Just like Terrence Crawford. You seen what Bud did. Give Bud Crawford credit. Bud Crawford knew he can't get no fight with no Errol Spence. He can talk all that on the IG live and say, you're not your own boss. You got to go through Al Heyman. And guess what Terrence Crawford did? He went through Al Heyman too. Because Terrence Crawford followed the business protocol. And one thing I'm going to leave y'all with, and I said this yesterday. Thank you, Tank Davis, for having wisdom, young man. You didn't let nobody offer you no 20 million to disrespect and be disloyal to Al Heyman. Thank you, Tank, for not responding when the DMs and all that came through. Thank you, Tank Davis, for maintaining and preserving the integrity of the business to represent the fighters. Thank you, Tank Davis. He ain't supposed to respond anyway. That's facts. He's not supposed to respond. He's supposed to say, Eddie Hearn talking to me. Man, I pay 10% of my earnings to a great manager. No, he got to go through my representation. I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, let me put it to you like I show my face one more again. I love teaching the people. That's just like, have any of you ever had a situation where you was involved in an automobile accident? I know I have. You ever been involved in an automobile accident, right? Right? And right before you can even find out what personal injury attorney you're going to hire and get to know to represent you in the case, guess who's on the phone already calling you within 24 to 48 hours? That's right, the insurance company. And guess what they're saying? We'll pay lost wages. We'll cut you a check for your injuries. Yeah. We don't want a lawsuit. Right? And then if you have representation, you're supposed to say, Allstate, State Farm, Geico, the General, man, you better get off my line and call my attorney. What you calling me for? Because I know if I'm representing the insurance company, I know I can lowball you. We don't have to go through the legal proceedings. I don't have to pay you no money for any of your physical therapy. I can just pay you a set amount right now. And guess what? You will sign this document saying that you accepted the terms, and it's over. It's the same thing in boxing. You got to go through the proper channel to get things done legally and ethically. They trying to offer you $5,000. And they know you got to do 6 months of therapy. Where they do that at? Man, you better call my attorney. My attorney told me he can get me 60. What we going to do? Go to the attorney to get the 60 or make a settlement with the insurance company for $5,000? Y'all wouldn't even do that in the chat. Y'all wouldn't even do that watching me live in living color. Y'all wouldn't even do that watching the replay of this live. Y'all wouldn't even do that. Y'all gonna say, no, you gotta talk to my attorney. You better talk to my representation. Because my representation about to get us some big money. You trying to lowball me. That's the point that I'm making. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I got to go lay down. I feel much better, but I got to lay down. I just wanted to get up and teach the people. My roller tape film crew, my visitors that come over here every now and then, everybody. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I love what we do on YouTube. We teach each other on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I want to say thank y'all. Appreciate it. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, somebody that put something in the chat. I got to show my sick face again. Hold on now. Y'all, come on now. I know this is not true. Who this said that? Dub 100? I'm going to keep it 100 with you since your name 100. I don't believe you, Dub. I'm going to be honest with you. Dub 100, I'm going to keep it 100 because your name 100. I don't believe you. Did y'all see that on y'all screen? I don't believe. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe Bill Haney don't know who I am. I'm a small YouTuber. I don't have no big channel, man. They don't know me. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody watching me like that. Bill Haney was dissing you. I'm sorry, he said Bill Haney. Man, I don't want y'all to see my eyes all red like this. Hold on. Bill Haney was dissing Marty on True Media show the other day. What? What Bill Haney? Bill Haney don't know me. He don't know. He don't know this channel. We got True Media got a big channel. That man don't know this channel. Doug 100 said, "You want to bet? I'm gonna find a clip." Yeah, email me the clip, man. Email me the clip of that, cause I don't watch the guy, Coach Malachi, aka Coach Toby, the one that was tap dancing for the white guy, Rick Glazer. Him. I don't watch his stuff. But why was Bill Haney dissing me? I didn't say nothing about. Hey, I didn't say nothing disrespectful about Bill Haney. Did I? Hey, what the man diss me for? I'm just telling the business of boxing to the people. And if that expose some people, then so what? But what I never disrespect Bill Haney. Never called him out of his name. Never disrespect the guy. Why he did this me? We gonna see if that's real, Doug. Because a lot of people be saying stuff in the chat and they be trying to start beefs, you know. I can't even laugh. They be trying to start beefs. And I fell into it one time when somebody was like, oh, such said something about you. And I was like, dang, he said something about me. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Ring King said, roll the tape. Yeah, you gotta roll the tape. Cause what he come at me for? Hey, it's all boxing. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, can you email me that clip though? If somebody can find it for Manager Marty, email me. My fault, y'all. I apologize. Somebody email me at martythemanager@gmail.com. Because people be emailing me certain clips. Sometimes I don't say nothing about it though. But you know what it is. What's up, Rich? Richard Paris, what's going on? Good evening. Can somebody find that? They said Bill Haney was dissing me, man, on a True Media show, man. All right, Dub 100. Thank you, Dub. Let me show the people this so he know this is real. This ain't nobody trolling. This is real. Dub 100 said he's gonna find it and he's gonna send it to me. Y'all see that? He's gonna send me that clip because I want to talk about this. And here's the thing. Let me tell you the people this. If he did diss me, it's all good. Because here's the thing. Bill Haney is more than welcome to come on this channel. I'm not going to do no goofy stuff. Same thing I said about Bud Crawford if he come over. I'm a professional in this business. I represent all the fighters. I'm a fan of all the boxers. So I'm not going to do no hanky pank if Bill Haney come over here. I ain't going to stun on him and do no. That ain't my style, y'all. But at the same stop, Joseph. Joseph, I him. But at the same time, if he wants to come over, anybody want to come over here. It's all good because it's all about having a healthy dialogue. You know what I mean? So we can understand each other's perspective. That's really what it's all about. On YouTube, well, on my channel, that's what it's really all about. But yeah, send me that clip though. I'd love to see it. I love to see what, because he probably wasn't dissing me. He probably just said something where it sounded like it was a diss. You know what I mean? And somebody might have took it as a diss. I don't know. It don't make me no difference if he dissed me or not. I'm still going to tell the truth to the people because we all got to be on the same page. We love the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? And we don't want to muddy the waters on YouTube or the business because we love the fighters. You know what I mean? And that's all that is. All right, y'all. I'm going to go lay down. Aaron Muhammad told me to go lay down somewhere. I'm going to go lay down, Aaron. But listen, before I go, I got to pull up the same way I pull out. And I'm going to leave y'all with this quick little story. I said it yesterday and like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to say it again because I love telling this story. It was a true story. The reason why I pull that intro up. See, in the beginning, I pull the intro up to the show. And then right before I leave the show, I pull the intro back out. Well, the thing is, this was years ago, y'all. I was just getting newly acquainted with this young lady, and this is like my second or third time being invited to her home. You know what I mean? We were supposed to have dinner and everything. Everything was supposed to be cool. And what it was is I got there and like no more than 3 minutes. Hey, Big Money. Hey, Aaron. Not even 3 minutes, Joseph. Somebody banging on the door like the police. Boom, 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 boom. I look at the young lady. I said, "Whoa, what's going on?" I thought it was 5-0. You know what I mean? So I had my. I don't want YouTube already messing with my viewership, so I don't want to say nothing. You know what I mean? Incriminate myself, but I had my had my situation with me. You know what I mean? Had my thing strapped to me. You know what I mean? Make sure everything was cool. But the thing was, I said, "What, at the police?" She said, "No, that's my ex-boyfriend or baby father or whatever like that." I said, "Well, look, check this out. You told me you was single and you ain't dealing with nobody. I'm single, you know what I mean? So check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and roll out because I don't want no domestic violence. You know what I mean? Because I ain't got nothing to do with it. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all two talk it out, freak it out, or whatever y'all got to do. I got to go. But here I'm gonna tell you a story, sweetheart. I'm gonna leave out the same door. That front door right there, I'm gonna leave that same door he banging on. I'm gonna leave out that same door. Cause that's the same door I came in from. You know what I'm talking about? So, with that being said, as long as that man don't disrespect me, he ain't gonna have no problem with me. Cause I ain't got a wife or a girlfriend. I ain't jumping out no windows and sneaking out no back doors and all that. I ain't. You know what I mean? It's a couple years ago, y'all. But I like to tell that story because you understand why when I start with the intro of the channel, I back right out with it. Love you guys and ladies. Thank y'all for coming out and support me. I'm gonna go lay down somewhere. Listen, guess what? I don't care if I'm sick or not. Tomorrow, same time, 4:00 p.m. Eastern. Meet me right here. And I hope y'all learned something about the business of boxing that you didn't know nowhere else. Appreciate you. I can't say got to go. That ain't my slang. That ain't my saying. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very
much. Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you.